Hey guys, John Luxley here, back with our, well, not blind, not blind playthrough of Dungeon Siege 3. Alright, so we are in the Great Foundry once again. Last time we beat the pulp out of the Cyclopses. Now we have all of our votes that we need. So let's head back to the Meister Hall and hopefully nothing bad will happen along the way. Where am I? I'm supposed to go this way. Alright, open that. I'm not quite sure why you need to hit the switch, but whatever. But there you go. There you go. I love Lucas's armor, like the little tassels or whatever. I don't know what you call them. What do you call those things? It's like a cloak. Or I mean, I guess they're ribbons. Oh, that was weird. Huh, you know, the lighting looks different. And there's fire and stuff. That seems bad. And we can attack.
I'm glad I caught you. There's trouble all over Stonebridge. The automatons, they've gone mad. They're tearing the city apart.
What happened to all the people?
They're hiding indoors. A few are still on the street, and I'm trying to keep them safe. We're sheltering people in the chapter house, too. Odo's barred the doors.
So remember, the Crypts of the Sacred Blood were hiding. You had a bunch of thieves basically trying to steal automaton parts, and they were working for the Dapper old Gent. And then the Foundry went silent and basically put all the, like, stopped all the power and stuff for the city because of some guy, which is the Dapper old Gent. I don't know if they told, I can't remember if they told us specifically, but it is.
Everything was quiet a few hours ago.
One moment they were fine, the next they just changed, as if someone took control of them. It's been less than an hour, and they've already taken the main square. They're fighting like an army, working together, attacking every person they see.
Which is pretty interesting, because we need an army. But also, you know, normally police don't act as an army, but now they are.
All right, what's our plan?
The automatons are headed for the city hall. You've got to warn the Meisters. Save them if you can. I'll be all right. Go.
So it's good to know that he can fight again, but he can't fight with us. So our objective is to go to the Meisters, and this way is blocked off. And now this way is blocked off, right? So once you hit the cutscene, it blocks off those areas. Firestorm XZ.
To slaughter helpless people. This is the work of a coward.
I mean, maybe. Oh, the Firestorm is that one. Alright, we have to... Let's just use all of our things. Inventory full. Well, that's not good. That's annoying. Oh, even my... Wait, how does that work? You can't even get any of those things? Well, then again, I guess there's no shop in the, inside the, you know, the Foundry. Angeli, okay, we'll switch to her, see what she can equip. Agility up, Stamina block warding. Oh, there goes Jack. He was sitting in my lap. And now he's not. Or vengeful stamina block. I'm gonna say no. Okay, what about these? No, we'll consider block 0. Armor and retribution up, or... Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, then we will switch to Katarina. And then all the stuff that we don't have equipped, we can just sell. Or convert, or whatever. Lucas. Okay, was it items? So these are all the stuff. Is this the... Wait, hang on. Enchant. Okay. So I guess it doesn't tell me what I have equipped. Oh wait, yeah it does. Determined Shinbal's Heater, Shield of Resilience. What about that? So we can't even pick up any of these apparently, which is weird. A little bit weird. Doom, Retribution, Stagger. Stagger might be good actually. And he's got some major things. So we'll put this on. Oh. I didn't realize we had to use coins. No, not yet. Okay, first we'll transmute this. Now let's see. Okay, that's weird. We couldn't pick up the vampire essence before, but now we could. Well, whatever. Alright. So, yeah, the town's been attacked. That's not great. And you can hear the beeping of more... Oh no, maybe that's the music. You cannot save your game until combat has ended. Nope, nope, nope. There you go. So they're actually... Oh, they're all toast. Right on. Oh, but there's another one coming. And I'll just... There we go. Get some critical hits and fill our power, and we are doing really well. Shamshir of Rage. But first... Oh, not that way. Yeah, so we have a lot of stuff. Our inventory is full. We are not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. Okay, so let's transmute this. Obtained Essence Retribution Minor. Really? Cool. Unable to transmute equipped items. Awesome. I wondered about that. Okay. What about Swift Staff? Yes, because it's white and it's crap. Cuirass of Resolve. I don't know how you pronounce that. Really? Hang on then. Block and Retribution. Heroic. See, that's better than everything he has. This gives you Retribution and Block. I don't care about that. Let's do this one. Boom. Finally, a little bit better equipment. Right on. Oh, right. Because we got a level. Yeah, you know, I'm going to say Electrocute. Because that's pretty awesome, actually. It seems like it does a lot of damage. And then, let's see, Drained Enemies. So this is full. Charged status is this one. Inflict a short stun. How short? 2% per rank of total power. That might actually be good as well. Now this would actually work with the electroshock as well, because if they, or electrocute, because if they get they take additional damage, it means they're going to keep taking additional damage. But first we'll do this. I didn't think I was going to use that so much before. Let's see. Yeah, we might need to do some of the shield wall. Heroic charge I have. Pushes them, slows them. That might be okay. Vanguard strike, sure, why not? He seems to be using the shield and the sword and the shield a lot. Alright, so what's next for him is the question. Regain 10% of his health. No. What about this one? Generate focus when damaged. 4% per rank to generate additional focus. Or whenever he's healed. I don't really... I don't know. I would say healing, I guess, so that he has a better chance to stay alive. Because if I go down, I need him to heal me. Alright, in the meantime, we will save. Boom. Alright. Let me get some more of my coffee real fast. Oh, did I not pick that up? Well, there you go. There you have it. And nothing in there. Kind of a shame. Thankfully, the fire doesn't hurt us. I hear it. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. And one of those is Deed Gained Enduring Champion. Right on. What is Enduring Champion? Let's check that out. Deed. Enduring. Oh, there it is. Sustained 100,000 points of damage during your adventure, plus 2 stamina. So it gives you an extra 20 hit points. Which is, you know, it's nice. They don't have to. Get it, Lucas. Get it. There you go. Okay, those barrels you cannot break. And why not? We'll just resave over this. So we're heading to the Meisters. And they actually die pretty quickly. Inventory full once again. I feel like maybe they shouldn't at this point, but they do. Carapace of Rage, and yet there's, well, maybe not better stuff, but different stuff. How does that work? This white shield is better than a unique item. That doesn't even make any sense. Heroic. Stamina up by 16. Armor down by 34. I would say that's probably not worth it. Probably not. And Shamshir of Rage will sell that. Swift Gladius, yeah. Basically do the cheapest ones because you're going to transmute them and you lose even more by doing that. So, you know, if it's for the cheapest items, then you lose less. We're definitely going to have to talk more about like financial independence and early retirement and stuff like that, because that's... I know nobody, relatively speaking, is going to watch this, but if you do, I'd like to at least, you know, impart some decent knowledge that I've come across. Thunderstorm CE. Obviously that's some kind of special... Alright, just punch the crap out of it. See, not so bad. Vampiric Essence. Different stuff. Agony of Blight. I basically just burned through all of my power charges or whatever. I used the heal, the block, and then the oh hey. And then the focus gathering one. That's interesting. You'd think it would tell you to go back the other way. Alright, we're almost to the Meisters. Hopefully they're safe. And now you know why there's so many save points. Those things, like if you're not really paying attention, those things will actually mess you up quite a bit. No combat in here. Yeah, why not? We'll save. Yeah, I've actually... I think the first couple times I played this, I died to those things pretty fast. Just because they do a ton of damage. And if you're not actively trying to exploit the game, then it becomes pretty hard.
The Gent, he was here. As soon as you entered the hole, he fled.
What?
The Gent was here? Did he speak to you?
He threatened us. Told us he was going to bring down the city. The madman said we deserved it.
Okay, I can't actually read what's going on because Manny is now in front of my screen. Could you go somewhere, my cat? Would you like to get into my lap? Would you please? Come on. Here, let's... Come on. Where are you going? Don't... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to... There you go. Okay, just lay down. There you are. Alright. Let's see. Are you alright?
You don't seem hurt. What about the other Meisters?
Just a few cuts and bruises. My own automatons held the doors and kept the enemy at bay. The Gent never got to my constables. Bad luck for him.
He fled on foot?
No, he opened one of those shimmering doors, just over there in the corner.
Clever fellow. He's using causeways to sneak about. What say we go after him?
Indeed. Objective complete. Protect the Meisters. New objective, follow the dapper old gent.
Chase the Gent out of his lair, and I'll be waiting to clap him in irons.
Fair enough. Let's talk to these gentlemen. Or no, the quest marker's farther. Let's talk to these guys.
How utterly unorthodox. Sieging the Meister Hall requires a properly filed writ of insurrective intent.
It's kind of funny that the law has procedures on how to violate the law.
I told them that technology would destroy the working man. Oh, the irony. Wait, is irony the right word for this?
I'm too important to die. This city needs me.
Right. I'm sure they do. No one could ever do your job. Yeah, that's... One of the quotes is, the graveyards are full of indispensable men. Right? Which means no one is irreplaceable. Indispensable, like you know, required, right? And the graveyards are full of them because they die and things keep going. It's kind of funny how that works. But it took me a while to realize that, and that's when I kind of, you know, the whole, I've mentioned it before, the don't light yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. It's kind of the same concept. It's like, things will keep going without you. You're not that important. Take care of yourself. You know, don't neglect your own health so that the business that you work for or your company can keep, you know, yeah. Just take care of yourself. That's kind of the thing. Take care of the company too, but you know, I think a lot of people have forgotten that part, but you got to take care of yourself.
You simply do not give up, do you? How much did the Meisters pay you to finish what they began 30 years ago? Tell me, what price does my blood fetch? No matter. Whatever the sum, you will not live to collect.
Notice he's wearing kind of the same stuff that I am and doing similar
My
things.
fallen comrades will have vengeance.
Those machines are summoning more automatons. We've got to destroy them.
So these automatons are actually pretty tough. And yeah, they're not too bad at the moment. Yeah, and the big thing to remember is that you basically have to destroy these machines that he's got. So I'm hoping that... oh, see, he is using his things now. And they seem to be all protected by a shield. Whoa, 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 whoa. Try and get some health back. Alright, now this one generator is open. Oh, not that one, hang on. There you go. Right, so you just, you know, whack the platform once one of the shield generators is down.
My fallen comrades will have vengeance.
So you have to be careful because these guys hurt. I don't know why that was like that, but okay. Luckily you can, you know, these follow the same rules as those other things. So it's basically just beat up all these things. Now there is an achievement for destroying... oh crap, that hurts. Oh, I'm down. See, just like that. Oh, Lucas. Survive, Lucas. Oh shit, he's dead too, isn't he? There you go. Just like that, Meanie. It's not your fault. Just like that, you can die super easy. There is an achievement for... destroying like 50 of his automatons before you kill him. So
You simply do not give up.
can I just skip this? Oh no. Oh yeah.
No.
But you could just... oh wait, hang on. Oh no, there's... the things are popping up.
Stonebridge will...
Those machines are summoning more automatons. We've got to destroy them.
Right, so just like before, dodge, do everything you can. Use all of your things, and these, just remember, these things will hurt you very badly. Everything hurts you. Just keep your healing up, keep all your little things engaged. Dodged that one. That's awesome. Alright, well. We'll just activate all of our things again. I gotta say, that Geometry of Annihilation, pretty awesome. Wow, see, just like that, huh?
All of Stonebridge will burn.
Yep, Stonebridge will burn. Wow, see, more automatons. And they're a lot tougher than, like, the ones we fought before. Ouch. Yep, use all of your stuff. And try not to get hit. The problem is, I think it looks like, you know, maybe we don't have invincibility frames or anything. Because you just keep taking damage until you're done, basically. Oh, and he can light up the grates underneath him as well. Like right there. And he is using far more powerful stuff right now. And more things, more automatons are coming. Just keep dodging, destroy as many of the automatons as you can. You know, it's like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Empowered ability unlocked. Circle of Healing. I don't know what that is, but probably something... Oh, probably our actual thing, right? See, we're taking tons of... Well... Thankfully, this thing does a ton of damage, but we're, oh, right, okay. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Just, do your best to dodge and heal. Okay, can I cannot use my empowered ability just yet. Gotta level up, that's cool, because apparently we get experience from beating his things. Alright, let's use our little mirror thing. Whoa, whoa. So this is the most I've seen Lucas use any of his abilities, which is good, though. I need to heal more. In fact, can't use the empowered thing yet. Whoa. Can I now? No. I guess I'll heal. Man, even the shots. Dodge! Just keep dodging. Keep dodging and keep healing. And I'll get some healing from that. Not much, though. See, I can use this to heal Lucas, which is handy. And that actually might be worth it. Summon my little mirror dude. Man, that geometry of annihilation. Awesome. Best ability ever. And Lucas is not dead, but... Yes, he is. Where is he? Okay. Hurry! There you go. Oh, is he dead again? Jeez. Alright, well, let's, come on, Lucas, get back up, dude. There you go. Oh, his thing's down.
Surrender yourself, Gent. By all the saints, your judgment is long overdue.
Judgment? By what right? The people of Stonebridge are guilty of far worse crimes than mine. I spit on you. Murderers and traitors, all.
Murder and betrayal? Who do you accuse?
Not you. I've not seen your face before, and you are a mystery. No, I speak of these merry meisters in their pretty clothes and all the people of Stonebridge. They tore open the doors of our chapter house, dragged us into the streets, murdered my brothers, my sisters, the whole damned legion.
Interesting. He's a survivor.
You were there? You actually saw what happened?
Good. We should deal with facts, not hearsay.
I was there. I saw these people with my very own eyes. Watched them slaughter legionnaires who refused to fight back.
Many joined the mob, sir, but many more did not.
Half your people stood by, while the other half did murder. Did you hold the killers to account? No? Then you share in their guilt.
He's not wrong. That's the thing. That's what makes him so awesome. Is he's right. Or where you can't... I mean, he's a villain, right? He's, you know, an antagonist. But the best ones are those that you can't disagree with their reasoning. And you can see their point. Like this guy, he's like, hey, I watched, you know, my entire family basically get killed. half the city killed him, the other half just stood by and watched, and then after it was all done, no one got punished or anything.
And the people who killed the Legionnaires, they were never tried for murder? None of them?
What could we do? Arrest half the city? Even the constables had sided with Jane and her mobs.
The mechanical constables, or was this before the mechanical constables?
Why did you survive when all the other Legionnaires died?
We were ordered to stand firm, to face the mob down, to raise no hand in our own defense. A stupid order, meant to shame the people into sparing us. But rabid dogs have no shame. I fled into a causeway, and promised my dead comrades that I'd see justice done for them.
So much wisdom in those last couple lines. If you think about it, a lot of the shit that's going on today, and I'm you could talk about any of it, right? You could talk about the cancel culture. You could talk about the victim culture. The Twitter stuff. You could talk about any of the Antifa, all that, and basically be like, listen to what he's saying about how to deal with those people, because those are the ones that are attacking regular people. Even if they have a point, even if they're like, hey, you're not doing, you're, let's take a, there was that one, like, butcher shop, right, that the vegan protesters protested against, to the point where they started, I don't know if they became violent or whatever, but he went and he butchered a deer right in front of them because they were being such pieces of shit or whatever. And so it's like, you could say, yeah, he's not being a gentleman or whatever, but, and I chose that example because it's not violent, right? Both sides, you could see the point of both sides, basically, and I'm sure both sides, there's more to the story, but a lot of the people that are encouraging violence and all this shit, it's like they are, he's totally right. You can't shame rabid dogs. You can't be a gentleman and appeal to the mob's sense of honor when people have no honor and when people have no shame. It's so just, think about that. It's very wise. It's really interesting. I know the people that made this, the developers, they didn't consider it this is just a story. It's a story in a video game. But you could take it as an analogy for what's going on today. And that's part of the reason why I think this is so interesting. Now, I think at the beginning I talked about like how a lot of the themes in this game are similar to ones that's going on today and how we can help the country heal and stuff like that. And it's true, but you can't stand down while people are trying to fight you. It's, if... I'm not saying fight fire with fire. I'm not encouraging anything, right? But when people are voluntarily giving up their critical thought to become a part of the mob, whether it's for attention, like on Twitter, or a feeling of power, or a sense of agency, or any... I mean, unfortunately, I think a lot of the causes, what they gain, the senses of power and agency and stuff like that, I think that's, unfortunately, I think it's valid in a lot of cases because of the whole, the death of the American dream and all that stuff. Like, oh, You know, you're promised a house with a white picket fence, and if you just work hard, you'll get it. And 2.5 kids, and if you go to college, you'll be successful. And all these lies that weren't intended to be lies, right? Because it's what the previous generation, or generations, like maybe 2 generations at this point, that's what they did to be successful. But the world has changed, and so they're trying to help. But the facts have changed, and culture has changed, and so now it's a different world. And because of that, it's their advice has become lies now, and so people grow up believing these lies, and then the world is different, and they're justifiably angry. But then a lot of them, and well, honestly, probably a minority, let's be honest. The majority of people, I imagine, are just trying to make it through the day, trying to figure out their own path to success and stuff. And the problem is you have a very vocal minority of people that are advocating for violence and stuff. And I think you can't reason with them. I'm not saying beat them down. I'm not advocating for what they want to do. Oftentimes, assault people, tear down the establishment and all that stuff. That's not the answer, but neither is expecting them to grow up and just not doing anything. I don't know where the actual middle ground lies. Well, let me rephrase. I don't think there is a middle ground. I don't think there is. I don't know the answer. Another thing to remember, just before my last thought, before I go on, because I kind of ramble. The majority of people are not aware of the civil war that's basically going on right now. Right? And I wouldn't even say it's a civil war. It's more like an attempted coup, a rebellion, but not the good kind. Like, I'm not saying the status quo and the establishment, I'm not saying they're good. There's a lot of corruption and other shit that we need to, expose to the air and pull out. But burning down the whole thing's not going to solve anything. It's actually going to make it worse. Because a lot of the people that want to burn the stuff down, they just want to be in charge. But no, the point that I was going to make is that this sort of cultural civil war that we're experiencing right now, I think gamers are pretty aware of it. Or, a lot of people that spend a lot of time on the internet and stuff, I think they're fairly aware. The issue is that quote-unquote normal people are extremely unaware, or worse, dismissive. They're like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a few people doing this and this and that. I saw something about Snowden today, how he basically exposed the fact that our government's collecting all this information on us and, could potentially take us out at any moment. Or if you don't think that's reasonable, the Equifax thing, right? Half of American civilian or citizens' personal information gets leaked, and nobody cares. Nobody cares like a month later. No one really cares maybe even a week later. And that's the issue. The people that are the most passionate are the ones that are going to make the most progress. And unfortunately, it's the mob at this point. So we'll see what happens. But definitely be aware and realize that just like with the Legion, you can't just sit there and let them do their thing and be like, oh, we'll show them an example of what is it? Not being passive. pacifist. Like, oh, we'll be the example of pacifism. It's like the whole gun-free zones. You know, all that's where all the mass shootings occur, is in gun-free zones. It's like we'll show them, you know, that guns aren't welcome here by making this a gun-free zone, and then all the people that are fucking crazy that want to shoot up places, they're like, that's where I'm gonna go because there's no guns. It's like, inaction doesn't always work. So anyway, let's keep going. Sorry to ramble and maybe preach. I don't really like preaching, but I do feel passionate about some of this stuff, and I really am very impressed that you could take this stuff as an analogy for what's going on in the world today.
If you claim to be a Legionnaire, then tell us your name.
Archambault du Payen, senior apprentice to the Grand Mage, last survivor of the Legion.
No, not the last. Look at me, brother. We stood at Hearthfire together 40 years past, spoke the rites, and made our oaths to the Legion.
I remember you. Odo, the Tracker, the tireless Scout, the Watcher of Roads. How can this be? In my dreams, I saw the whole Legion dead, scattered around a great tree.
Sorry, Manny, don't go anywhere.
You saw a tree? Was it full of ravens?
Just as you say. Sometimes I see my fallen comrades scattered about its base, an army of corpses, rotting in a foul and twisted wood. Every time I close my eyes, the dream is there.
What about the Radiant Youth, the child with golden hair? Have you ever met him at the tree?
No. I saw him only once, at my induction into the Legion. Odo was there, and saw him too. I thought he'd turned his back from us. Or just from me.
It's also interesting that the only time he saw the Golden Youth, or the Radiant Youth, was the same time Odo saw. Right? Whereas we have seen the youth recently. And Odo did say, it's like, you know, we're the old Legion, we're not meant to lead, you are. He's shown himself to you recently. You're the ones that are supposed to, you know, carry the legacy now.
You and Odo were friends?
No, I hardly knew him. I was a mage apprentice. Odo was a scout of sorts.
Scout is a kind word for what I was.
Assassin might be a better word, although I don't believe they go more into it.
You're a criminal, but you're a Legionnaire as well.
Hand him over to me and I'll see that he gets a trial. He'll hang, I expect, but that's a quick death. Better than he'd get if we tossed him to the people.
Wait, he's a Legionnaire. He's one of us. And he's a mage. If we give him to the town, all his knowledge is lost.
This man is a criminal, sir. He tried to ruin our city, and who knows how many lives he took. Would you let him walk free?
It's a question, right? Do you turn him over to the people that murdered the Legion and got away with it? Do you side with them? Or do you side with him? You know, according to the principles of the Legion, those 4 pillars, what are we supposed to do? And I don't actually think there's a clear answer. You know, that's another question, right? Reconciliation with one's enemies. But what if your enemies are rabid dogs? What if they don't want to reconcile with you? You know, that's kind of the thing. It's all relevant to events that are happening today.
We need more information before we decide what to do with him.
Ask your questions, I'm sure the constable will be eager to learn how I eluded him so very many times.
The trouble in the Foundry, the Automaton Rebellion, that was all your doing.
My designs, yes. For their execution, I must give some credit to the people of Stonebridge themselves.
Are you mad? The people of Stonebridge? How are we to blame?
If not for your cruelty and greed, would the Foundry workers be so quick to rise up? If not for your murder of the Legion, would you need an army of automatons to defend you? I took what you gave me, Constable, and I turned it against you.
He's right. Again.
Did you mean to launch the Automaton Rebellion when you did?
No, you forced my hand. I'd hoped that the trouble in the Foundry would last a few more weeks, and I'd have time to turn all the automatons against the city. As it was, I turned half to my side at best. Not near enough.
If we weren't here, he would have won, though.
You used the criminals in the crypts. They abducted the automatons, and you modified them.
Yes, you have it exactly. A slow and painstaking affair, but my accomplices were more than willing. Reputation has its benefits, even in criminal circles. Simple enough to bend one's admirers to one's will. Learning how to exert control over the automatons, that was the challenge. Fortunately, I was able to steal as many books from the college as I liked. And I had my own magical knowledge to draw upon, too. It took some experimentation and a few ruined automatons, but I learned.
He reminds me a lot of V for Vendetta. You know, someone that's wronged and dedicates themselves to revenge for 30 years.
Why attack Stonebridge? What did you mean to achieve?
To leave these people as they left me. Ruined, defenseless, alone. Their fine city lying in pieces around them. Who else could demand satisfaction for my brothers and sisters? The Meisters would never have listened if I had gone before their courts. I was one man, alone, and my survival was inconvenient at best.
Did you intend this all along? 30 years?
No. I only meant to steal back the treasures that they plucked from the Legion's corpse. Tomes of magic. Heirlooms that belonged to friends. But I gained a reputation. I learned that one man can be as fearsome as an army if he cultivates a legend around himself. Only in the last 5 years did I dare to dream of the city's fall. And I came close, did I not? I may have failed, but they will never forget.
I think it was it Bruce Lee that said in shit, what was it? In great, I can't remember. It's something like when trying for greatness, even failure is an achievement, or something like that. Man, I don't remember. It's way more poetic than I mangled it to be. But yeah, it's something like there's greatness even in failure when the achievement is high enough, or something like that. Or when you're trying for a high achievement, even there's greatness even in failure.
Witnesses said you could disappear at will. You've been hiding in the causeways?
The Legion left many causeways behind. No one knew they existed, save for me. But they couldn't always take me where I needed to go. The Foundry, say, or a troublesome Meister's estate. So I created causeways of my own. Not a simple art to learn. And when I hang, as I assuredly will, the knowledge shall die with me.
Yeah, I mean, this dude is badass. He learned how to make and create and modify automatons. He learned how to make causeways, which is an act of creation.
You lived 30 years in the causeways? Did you ever come out?
When I wished to come out, I did. The constables were looking for a well-dressed old gentleman, because that was what I allowed them to see. If I dressed as a workman or a clerk, darkened my hair with pitch, I could escape their eyes.
So you moved about the city with ease, kept an eye on the constables without their knowledge.
Sometimes I clothed myself in rags and tottered about the main square. No one gave me a second look, and I could observe my enemy at leisure.
That beggar! The fellow who shouted rude names at me whenever I drilled the automatons in the square? That was you?
Was it? I'm sorry, Constable. I don't recall.
It probably was him.
All right. I'm ready to make a decision.
The Gent is your prisoner by rights. What shall we do with him?
So I think earlier in the game I mentioned something about I'm going to piss off the city, and so I want to do as much good as I can before then. That'll be this. And of course it does affect the ending, but like I've said before, it's kind of like the Fallout style endings where there's not, you don't get like specific things towards one big ending. It's just a bunch of little, this is what happened to this person, this is what happened to this person. You know, there's a overarching ending, but then within that ending, all the different things.
We'll take custody of the Gent. He won't trouble your city any further.
I must vigorously protest. This madman tried to bring down the city. I'll not have him running loose.
My word that I leave you in peace, Constable, on the following terms. First, that your fine council grants full support to the Legion. Second, that you find the ones who slaughtered my Legion brothers, if they yet live, and hold them to account.
I dare say we have little choice, sir. Very well. I agree to your terms. That's one matter settled, but we still owe the Legion a vote. I'll convene the council at once.
Was this then what the Legion had become? A bitter old man bent on revenge? I didn't want to believe it. The Gent was a true man of the 10th, and its ideals still lived in his heart. Though the Gent had committed terrible crimes, the Legion had need of his knowledge. His skills would serve no one if he went to the noose. So the dapper old Gent returned to the chapter house, his crimes forgiven in the eyes of the Legion, if not the people of Stonebridge. We have gained a powerful ally, and the people of Stonebridge have pledged themselves to our cause. As long as Jane Cassinder remains a threat, they have little choice.
Gentlemen and goblins, order! Council will address the proposed alliance with the 10th Legion.
Circumstances have indeed changed since we last spoke. I now find myself addressing the savior of our city. Does the Legion envoy have anything further to say before a vote is called?
My actions are enough. I'll respect your decision. Don't make a mistake. I'm gonna say my actions.
Judge the Legion by our actions, not our words.
Simple and straightforward. A refreshing change in a place like this.
Very good. No reason to postpone our decision any further. All those in favor of the alliance vote aye. Those opposed vote nay.
First Constable votes aye.
Chief Barrister votes aye.
Guild of Ironmongers reminds the Council of the considerable cost of the events in the Foundry. Are we now to pay for the Legion's war as well?
First, the Guild abuses its workers. Now it votes against the savior of our city? I wonder what the people will do when they hear. And I promise that they'll hear.
Guild of Ironmongers respectfully abstains.
Master of the college votes aye.
3 votes in favor, 1 abstention. As mayor of the city, I shall join the majority and vote aye. Be it resolved, then, that an alliance is declared between the city of Stonebridge and the 10th Legion. May our enemies tremble with dread.
Yeah, what Castle doesn't... What none of them really understand is that, Jane's gonna attack the city anyway. It's only because of the automatons that they haven't, right? So, Dapper old Gent, his thing may have weakened the city enough to, allow Jane to attack the city successfully. It's, who knows?
I'd like to thank the Council for putting its faith in the Legion.
Of course. You are the savior of our city. Ask any favor of us, and the answer will be yes.
Will you send your automaton army to attack Jane Cassinder? We can take her by surprise and end the war.
The army? When I said any favor, I didn't actually mean...
Capital! I can have the automatons ready in short order. Shall I make ready to leave? I should warn you, we may not return to Stonebridge again before this war is over.
Indeed. Right? It's like, hey, this is the point of no return. Are you ready to do the final mission?
How many automatons are left? I destroyed a lot of them.
The Gent only managed to take control of about half of our automatons, and not all of those were destroyed, so the army is intact. Jane's forces may outnumber us, but her soldiers have never faced automatons before. I dare say that will work in our favor.
Start preparing your army. I'm not ready to leave just yet.
We'll make good use of the time. Perhaps I can repair a few more of the automatons and improve our odds a bit.
Yeah, also... Oh, inventory full, that's why. Okay, let's do electrocute, cause more damage. And I guess we'll put it into this. And then Lucas. Do the Vanguard strike and then healing. Yeah, I think healing's probably important. Legion Redeemer. Let's check that out real fast. Spared Dapper old Gent from the wrath of the city authorities and offered him sanctuary with Legion +3 will. Yes. And what was the, Oh, no, it was the... Do I have any new stuff? No, but we do need to... Unfortunately... Let's see. Where's some white? That's a white one. Let's see. Transmute. Yes. And we'll do another Robes of Quickness for sure. Aye. There's a few things. Let's see. Transmute that, transmute that. There was a couple. We'll say 3. That should hopefully be enough. Okay, voltage field generator. I assume that is quests. On holy ground, return to the Meisters when you're ready. Once you begin the siege, you won't be able to return. And this is all stuff for him, I believe. Let's see, minus agility, but attack, will, chaos, ice, momentum, way better. And what about you? We have feedback loop, voltage field, Generator vengeance, no. That's all for you. Tell me about Lucas. Does he have anything new? No. Okay. Alright, and Mudgutter has another quest, it looks like. Quest complete, majority rule.
I believe we promised to investigate those who committed crimes against the Legion. Several culprits have confessed, but I need a plaintiff. I have 3 outstanding legal matters, charges of theft and murder. In accordance to Stonebridge law, the wronged party must press charges. In other words, the city cannot convict until the Legion serves the guilty party with intent of justice.
Why did the city not pursue these cases earlier? I have a hard time believing you only recently found out these men were guilty.
Yes, well, the events of 30 years ago were a miscarriage of justice. I can't make excuses, but I can reopen the casework.
Yeah, I respect this dude a lot because he is very pro-justice. He's very pro by the book.
Why can't the city take these people to court? If the victim has to be alive to press charges, how do you ever go to trial for murder?
It's called the Rusk-Ketzler Clause. Started when some drunken braggart wrote a pile of accusations in his will. Hundreds were dragged through needless court trials. The law now requires a next of kin to willfully enact charges from dead claimants. We needed a next of kin of the Legion to move ahead with these charges, and, well, you're the first Legionnaire we've met in years.
Seems very contrived, because if there's a will, then a next of kin would just be like, oh yeah, let's file all these charges. So it doesn't actually change anything.
If these people committed crimes against the Legion, we'll find them. Give me the details.
There are 3 offenders. Frederick Pratt, charges of theft. Rudolph Maxwell, theft and murder. Wenzel, charges of murder. As inheritor to the Legion, I give you right of accuser in these matters. Press charges or drop the claims as you see fit. These court filings will tell you where the offenders may be found. I leave it to you to decide settlements or charges.
I'll hear what they have to say and return with my verdicts.
Our business is concluded then. Good day to you, Legionnaire.
Alright. Oh, now we have 4 power things, quests. Uncovering the past. Alright, so let's go save real quick. Free the Krug. Free the Krug.
Free the Krug! Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Yep. It's important to free the Krug. Alright. Save complete. And we do want to sell all that stuff, but we'll have to do that next time because we have run definitely out of time. Alright guys, well that's it. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I do know this is not... Well, I was going to say that not the most popular, but to be fair, none of my stuff really is. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because if you're watching this either now or in the future, it means you're interested. And for that, I'm thanking you directly. So, thank you. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's actually the... I got a comment from Appa Papa Games, the guys that... the Zordak demo that I played, a week or 2 ago or whatever. They commented on the video of my playthrough of the demo and kind of explained that, some of the demo stuff is why it is the way it is, and that's pretty awesome. That's part of why I started the channel, is for that communication stuff. I didn't interpret their comment as needing to defend themselves, but more they wanted to explain and respond to my comments. So in other words, a dialogue was achieved, which is awesome. Which is really awesome. I have a ton of respect for that person. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.